During the 80s, action-packed shows filled with detectives and crime fighters dominated the airwaves. One of those popular shows was MacGyver, which made its debut in 1985. The series centered on the title character, Angus MacGyver, a secret agent who is fully armed with an unlimited supply of scientific resources and gadgets to wipe out any and all wrongdoings. Unlike other TV heroes who rely on guns and physical combat to resolve situations, MacGyver was renowned for his adept problem-solving. MacGyver ran for 7 seasons on ABC, ending in 1992. Let's touch base with the original team and see what they've been up to after 40 years. Dana Elcar as Pete Thornton. Born October 10, 1927, Pete Thornton is the head of the Phoenix Foundation and works as MacGyver's boss. He is a former government agent and is highly skilled in espionage and covert operations. He has a close relationship with MacGyver and is always there to offer advice and support. Similarly, Richard Dean is always there for Dana, as Dana originally only appeared as a guest star in the pilot episode until Anderson recommended to the producers that he join the show playing a different character. He did exactly that in the 11th episode as Pete. Dana's TV debut was in 1952 on Guiding Light, but his first recurring role was as Sheriff George Patterson during the end of Season 1 of Dark Shadows. He was also in the 1968 Of Mice and Men TV show playing Carlson. That starred George Segal and Will Geer from the Waltons. Sadly, during MacGyver, you'll remember his character slowly going blind during the 6th season episode titled Blind Faith. That was due to the fact that Dana himself was going blind due to glaucoma. He required special computer equipment to read printed text for the rest of his life. And his blindness was also written into a guest appearance on Law and Order in 1993. We can't forget to mention one of his 40-odd film roles, which just happens to be one of my favorite films of all time. He played FBI agent Polk in Newman and Redford's The Sting in 1973. Dana would eventually succumb to pneumonia in June of 2005 at the age of 77. Bruce McGill as Jack Dalton. Born July 11, 1950. Jack Dalton is MacGyver's best friend and partner in crime. He is a former Special Forces soldier and an expert in demolitions and firearms. Naturally, that makes him best friends with Angus MacGyver. Bruce McGill provides some comic relief in his 18 episodes, usually trying to swoon whichever ladies are in the chosen episode. Bruce McGill is perhaps best known for his role as Daniel Simpson Day, better known as D-Day, in the 1978 comedy film Animal House. This guy has had a great career, with huge parts in blockbusters like The Legend of Bagger Vance and then playing a guy who's about to be duped in 2003's con artist flick, Matchstick Men, both fantastic films. If you need some movie recommendations, and all Jean-Claude Van Damme fans must remember Dalton from 1994's Timecop. Most recently you could find him on the 2022 Amazon show Reacher, which takes the Tom Cruise film and shuffles it up with an actor who is not 5'5", but instead is Alan Ritchson, a beefcake of a man ready for the role. Today, Bruce, who was most recently seen in the streaming limited series Love and Death, is 75 years old and has been married to his wife Gloria since 1994. When he's not acting, which he's still very much doing, he is sailing, playing piano, and guitar. Robin Mossley as Wilt. Born April 3, 1955. Wilt is a friend of MacGyver's and is often seen helping him with his various projects. He is a skilled mechanic and is able to provide MacGyver with the tools he needs to get the job done. Mossley was born in Vancouver and joined the cast in Season 3 after Henry Winkler had successfully moved production from LA to Canada to lighten the load of costs. Robin Mossley has been married to Helen Jarvis since 1995. Both he and Helen worked on the movie Dudley Do Right in 1999. As Helen is a successful art director, supervising huge projects like Justice League in 2017. These days he keeps a pretty low profile at 70 years old. He hasn't acted since 2011 in an episode of R.L. Stine's The Haunting Hour. Alyssa Davalos as Nikki Carpenter. Born May 30, 1959. Nikki Carpenter is the girlfriend of MacGyver. Beautiful and smart and always there to help with MacGyver's latest mission. She joined the show in Season 3 as well and completed 8 episodes total. Other guest appearances include Hawaii Five-0 and her 5-episode stint on How the West Was Won back in the 70s. That was her start, but you may also remember her from 3 episodes of Matlock or her 5-episode arc on the 2nd season of Life Goes On. playing Doreen Gillespie. She was previously married to Jeffrey Ryan Dunas and they had one daughter together. Alexa Davalos followed mom into acting and still works very hard to this day. From 2004's Chronicles of Riddick to leading the highly esteemed Amazon show, Man in the High Castle, as Juliana Crane, she is a talented actress for sure. Today Alyssa is 66 and last acted in 2007 in the Emma Roberts-led Nancy Drew. But she's produced a straight-to-video Chihuahua movie and a travel show called Coin's World in 2016. So it appears she's not quite done with the movie business as of today. Michael Des Barres as Murdoch. Born the 24th of January 1948, Murdoch is a master of disguise and an expert in assassination. He often uses his skills to manipulate those around him and get satisfaction from causing chaos. He's pretty much MacGyver's main rival, menacing but with a bit of humanity still. Michael Des Barres began acting in 1960 with a small role on the show Whack-O. We'd also see him in films such as the classic 1967 To Sir with Love, and opposite Clint Eastwood in 1989's Pink Cadillac. Besides MacGyver, Michael also appeared on TV with the new WKRP in Cincinnati and Melrose Place. In addition to his acting career, Des Barres has also had a successful music career. Interestingly, he formed Checkered Past in 1982, and actually met the members of Duran Duran when Checkered Past opened for a few of their shows during their 1984 tour. In '85, when Robert Palmer withdrew from the Duran Duran side project Power Station just before their American summer tour, Des Barres was chosen to take his place as lead vocalist. As a member of Power Station, Michael co-wrote We Fight for Love, the end credit song for Commando. He did not, however, appear in the film. Recently in 2015, he released his own solo album The Key to the Universe. You can listen to him 5 days a week, as he's the host of Little Steven's Underground Garage on SiriusXM, listened to by more than 6 million listeners a week. Today he is 77 years old and the last time we saw him act was in the MacGyver reboot as Murdoch's mentor. Teri Hatcher as Penny Parker. Born December 8, 1964. After being Amy, the Love Boat mermaid for 2 years, Teri joined the cast of MacGyver playing Penny Parker. She is Angus' friend and they look out for each other. Like when Penny is cast in a play for season 4, MacGyver fears it's all a setup by his arch-nemesis to trap him. The episode is titled Cleo Rocks, and Mac's arch-nemesis, Michael Des Barres, actually composed the lyrics for the song Cleo Rocks from this great episode. These two were fantastic together, and that's thanks to in part the fact that they dated for a while as well. Teri Hatcher's career continued to climb way after this show, highlighted by her Lois Lane from Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman, and of course her Emmy-nominated role on Desperate Housewives. Today at 61 years old, she still looks absolutely stunning, proven by her 2021 Hallmark film, A Kiss Before Christmas, and 2023's Christmas at the Chalet. We're sure to see more of this fabulous actress in the future. Cuba Gooding Jr. as Billy Colton. Born January 2, 1968, long before telling Tom Cruise to show me the money in the 1996 film Jerry Maguire, which earned him an Oscar. Cuba Gooding Jr. could be seen in 4 guest spots on MacGyver. Gooding scored his first major role on the big screen in John Singleton's critically acclaimed film, Boys in the Hood, a story centered around Gooding's character going to live with his dad in the gang-filled section of Los Angeles. Gooding also had roles in A Few Good Men, Rat Race, The Fighting Temptations, Daddy Day Camp, and Selma. In 2016, Gooding had a recurring role for 10 episodes on the TV series American Crime Story and American Horror Story. Now 57, the actor recently appeared in the 2023 action film The Weapon. Richard Dean Anderson as Angus MacGyver. Born January 23, 1950. MacGyver is a resourceful secret agent with a knack for using everyday objects to create innovative solutions to complex problems. Despite his impressive skills, MacGyver is a humble and down-to-earth person, always ready to help others, even if it means putting himself in danger. So that's why when the casting director saw Richard Dean Anderson audition, he won the part because being nearsighted, he was unafraid to use his personal reading glasses during the take, showing a lack of pretension that the creative team wanted. Born in Minneapolis, Richard dreamed of being a professional hockey player, until a 3-month stint in the hospital with broken bones convinced him to try other things. His big break came in 1976, being cast as Dr. Jeff Weber in the popular soap, General Hospital. Then he was one of the 7 in 7 brides for Seven Brothers, the TV version, specifically, which also starred River Phoenix as the youngest McFadden boy in his first ever acting role. Besides his iconic MacGyver, for which Anderson produced the 2 TV movies that followed the series, Richard is also well loved for starring in Stargate SG-1, a hit series based on the 1994 Kurt Russell film which enjoyed a 10-year run. Never married, he dated many high-profile women including actresses Teri Hatcher and Lara Flynn Boyle. More on Teri Hatcher shortly, but since 1996, his partner has been April A. Prose, mother of his only child. Today at 75 years old, Anderson has retired from acting and now focuses on his family and his philanthropic work, including aiding several environmental organizations around the world.